Hey guys, welcome to another weekly vlog. Now this week, good news, training is still progressing. So, been trying to get over this foot injury and building up each week. Now what I've been doing for my runs is increasing the distance each run. So 1 kilometre more for each run. And this week's runs, I've been doing 12k, 13k, 14k and 15k for the 4 runs, and also increasing the bike this week too. So just trying to increase the amount of work that I'm doing, the amount of time that I'm training, and still giving my feet time to recover in between the runs. So for the bikes, I've been doing 2-hour bike rides this week. Last week was 1 hour mountain bikes. We started the week going up Mount Lofty, so very hilly run. So Nat wanted to get out and do some trail running, but also do some hiking to keep that hiking fitness. So the main climb up to Mount Lofty is the most popular Strava segment in Adelaide. Over 6,000 people have recorded a time on Strava. Now, I really like the Mount Lofty main climb for hard effort. It is a bit busy, so you do have to run around people, but aside from that, it's really good because you've got barely runnable climb mixed in with runnable, so heart rate gets right up and you get to push yourself on the bits that you really struggle to run on and even struggle to hike on because they're a bit over 10% gradient. Now Nat had a difficult time running Mount Lofty. She has had a sore throat after recovering from COVID. Turned out to be a throat infection that needed surgery at the hospital. So my Wednesday was spent at the hospital with Nat. So no training Wednesday, but that enabled me to freshen up and do a session on Thursday where I did some fartlek training. For the 13k run, I thought a good idea for the session would be 5k warm up with a 3k effort and a 5k cool down. But it's been a long time since I've done any fast running, so I wasn't sure how I was going to do a 3k effort and pace it enough so that I could keep running well at the end. So I broke it up into a fartlek run, and what I chose was the shortened Moneghetti fartlek. The Moneghetti fartlek is usually 2 by 90 second, 4 by 60 second, 4 by 30 second and 4 by 15 second efforts with a recovery the equal amount of time of the effort. So what I did was a 14-minute fartlek, which was 4 by 1 minute, 4 by 30 and 4 by 15. Breaking it up like that made it quite achievable because it's only 4 1-minute efforts. After you've done 2, you're already halfway, and then once you've done your 4th one, same with the 30 seconds, you're more than halfway through your whole fartlek session with shorter efforts, meaning that it's a bit easier to maintain for the shorter distance. Now the recovery you do as a float, so ideally a little bit faster than your training pace on the recovery instead of slowing right down like you would normally do on an interval session. Now I did have some foot pain, but it was really minimal, so that's a good sign that there's no chronic inflammation. Like for the times that I'm not running, it drops way back, and then during the run, yes, it's a little bit sore, but it's mostly just a nerve or neural sort of pain that telling me to be careful, even though there's not actually any damage being done. What I've also been doing this week is doing some long flatter runs. So you might have noticed through the vlog that I love the trail running, love the hills, but doing that does affect your flat speed and being able to run freely and comfortably on the flat and the continuous effort, because you get used to having a break when you get to hills that you need to walk up. So by running continuously, it's training that energy system that has dropped off a little bit, and it's important for running 100 k's at Tarawera, where there'll be a lot of continuous running.